Word, son. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? Word, son. This joint right here is for DJ Halo. My name is not important, but I represent Thinker Records and Grand 50. And it's all about DJ Halo about DJ Halo right now. Subways and sidewalks. The DJ Mix Show. Tuesdays, 12 to 2 a.m. WVOF. What do they say? Holler back. A player? Okay.
Yo. How's it going? It's another Christmas episode of Something Clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, aka DJ Halo. That was a very, very old radio promo from one of my first radio shows that was on WVOF 88.7. Same frequency as where I have a current show, well, once they let people back in the building, on WXDU. But that show was like, I stopped doing that show when I was like 27, so... yeah, it was a long time ago, 14, 15 years ago, something like that. But anyway, shouts to my man Graham Fee from Buffalo, lives in New York City. I don't know if he's still rapping, but I did play a track of his a while back, Tell 'Em Why You Mad with DJ Optimus Prime on the cuts. Anyway, I'm going to get into, it's a reggae and world music Christmas. I have literally 2 reggae songs that are relative to Christmas, no world music Christmas songs. But I'm just going to play a bunch of world music and reggae, and I'm wearing a Christmas sweater, so that's what you get. Sorry. But like, I'm sure there's probably reggae tracks about Christmas, but whatever. Let's get into it. You're listening to Something Clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, aka DJ Halo. An event that happens every Tuesday night right here on the internet, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. No, not Instagram, but YouTube. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm all tripping all over my words. I'm excited. It's Christmas season. Plus, I'm having a really high intensity week at work. So, hooray! Or more like,
They were beside Christ and all feeling nice. On the mountain, by the fountain, riding on a penny farther hand, were the little children. He gave my sister a doll and my brother a fiddle. Giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle and a bloody pickle. Giggle and a 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 blood of pickle. Watching the twinkle stars also from afar, with the little children were those three wise men. Giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle and a bloody pickle. Giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle and a blood of pickle. On the mountain, by the fountain, riding on a penny farther hand, were the little children. Lots of cake was sharing, Christmas time again. Drinks were preparing, Christmas time again. Bulbs on the tree blinking, some flashing like lightning. It's very exciting to see the children playing. Giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle and a bloody pickle. Giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle and a bloody pickle. On the mountain, by the fountain, riding on a penny farther hand, watching the little children. The night before Christmas, all through the house, not a creature was stirring, only I eat the mouse. I saw three kings having idols, stew and rice. They respect the price, and they were feeling nice. On the mountain, by the fountain, riding on a penny farther hand, watching the little children. He gave my sister a doll and my brother a pickle. Giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle and a bloody pickle. Giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle and a bloody pickle. Watching the twinkle star also from afar, with the little children were the three wise men. Giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle and a bloody pickle. Giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle them a giggle and a bloody pickle. On the mountain, by the fountain, riding on a penny farther hand, watching the little children.
I have no idea if the song is going to be terrible or not.
west, tell them that them buck up in the Lord Jesus was on jungle. Jesus gone on their path, them who line up and then lick off chest, no guy test. You tell them. Well, I can't soon a disappointment bounty out a killer cowboy who no claim that on the riding west. And a guy a run off him out and a big up him just bout a party them come for distress.
Yo, how's it going? You're listening to Something Clever with your man, Jeep Ward behind the board, aka DJ Halo. Hope you're having a good night. I know I'm having a good night. Why? Because I'm here doing this fun show, celebrating the spirit of Christmas. Before that, celebration of Christmas was Carlton in the Shoes, Never Give Up. And that's off the Studio One Rocksteady Soul Jazz compilation. Before that was The Lions off their Soul Riot LP. It's a double LP. Came out on Soul Jazz, or not Soul Jazz, Stone's Throw. There's an S in there somewhere. And Christmas Dub was that track that you heard from, oh, don't worry, the beat will come back. One. Christmas Dub from Muddy's Dub Crew. That is like a weird 12-inch. Hold on, let me pull it out here. This is a strange 12-inch that I feel like I bought it a couple years ago when I was in Miami on Black Friday. Pretty sure that's how I ended up with that, because I was like, word, like a reggae Christmas 12? I'll check it out. It's decent, but I mean, it's not like, oh snap, this is amazing. That Ika Mouse song that I kicked it all off with, Night Before Christmas, is like, that's a dope song. Like, it's found its way into my like normal, hey, I want to get in the mood, trimming the tree type of like decorating for Christmas music rotation. So that's what's up. Gonna get back into the music with Sister Nancy, the only woman with a DJ degree, off the Dancehall Rise of Jamaican dancehall culture. Compilation is 3 LPs, again on Soul Jazz. I will tell this, and it is the truth. Never met a Soul Jazz compilation I didn't like. That is also a quote that I took from a coworker of mine. I won't shout him out, but he's a cool dude. He knows a lot about music, so what up, Alex? Anyway, let's get back into the music. You're listening to Something Clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, aka DJ Halo. Let's do it, or let's do it. 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 Do it.
The team color dignity, and I sister not my ability. Ricky, just cool, yeah. I say my name is Nancy, I talk with dignity. My name is Nancy, I talk with dignity. And anywhere me go, the people say me ready. Tell me say some of them say me have ability. We just pon the mic and make me feel irie. Me are the only woman DJ with degree. Me are the only woman DJ with degree. I tell you some talk about E, some talk about E. But I your sister Nancy, I want well this jockey. Me are the only woman DJ with degree. Hey, me are the only woman DJ with degree. I tell you some call me D&T, some call me Nancy. And I your sister Nancy with the lyrics mighty. Me are the only woman DJ with degree. I tell you whether he, she are the whole lady. Can do it like I sister Nancy. Tell me say he, she are the whole lady. Can DJ like I sister Nancy. Tell me say I know any man can do it like me. Who I know any man can do it like me. Them off we come from the Jerry family. Tell me say I sit and the class sit a class. And I your sister Nancy and the teacher for the class. Me are the only woman DJ with degree. Me are the only woman DJ with degree. Me tell you say me go a party, them a laugh off. claim my childhood first. Gotta find a way. Must try to make you stay. I love you, girl. What else can I do, girl? With you by my side, life could be such a sweet ride, and it won't be very long. I know you're gonna make me strong. Take me out of poverty and make a man out of me now. Gotta find a way to get you back. Gotta find a way to get out of this shack. Every day and night I'm on my knees, trying to find a way, so please don't leave. Gotta find a way to get you back. Must try to make us get out of this. I love you every day and night. Oh, what else can I try to find a way, so please don't leave. Some things I can, and some things I just can't afford. Please, please help me, Lord. I love you, girl. What else can I do, girl? Gotta get you back. Gotta have you back. Gotta get you back. Gotta have you back. I love you, girl. What else can I do, girl? Listen to me now. Have mercy on me, baby. Make a man out of me.
Mungos I find them one champion sound man alongside Prince Fatty man. Ask man up on the case man for teach the sound them play good tune like these man. Now he comes a man called Mr. Tom Care talking about the herbalist, yeah. All herbalist man.
Tell them already, me I tell them again. Tell them already, me I tell them again. So we herbalist, I we are herbalist. Madam, I tell them already, me I tell them again. Tell them already, me I tell them again. So we are herbalist, I we are herbalist. Madam,
Be a dumb chemist, right about now be a dumb specialist. And you say Prince Fatty him a dumb specialist. And you say Bongo him a dumb specialist. And you say Tom Kent him a dumb herbalist. And when you smoke this pretty better smoke it well quicker. You know the Babylon the one take down quicker. And the people do the better weed and wine in this. Yes, be a herbalist. And make me tell you something with a dumb chemist. You never know how we a dumb specialist. And you say Prince Fatty him a dumb specialist. One more time.
we are herbalist, I we are herbalist. Badang dang, who tell them already, me I tell them again. Me call it. Tell them already, me I tell them again. So we are herbalist, I we are herbalist. Badang dang, who tell them?
Right about now we are double specialists and we are double herbalists. One more time as I would say.
I love the sense of Miller, yes, me love it, my friend. The special dedication to the herbalist, them. We have only for lyrics for the good slang thing. Now you come Mr. Kata with the next one again. We are herbalist, we are herbalist.
The ringing and the jigging to the kinging and the ring. I miss a love is a la and I miss a love is a la ring. And I sing to the ring and the ring to the gun for the game for the bumble lane. Now everyone they come and listen to the system. I use a Prince Fatty And when we come out and we not enough on the cheek. Again, we a dub specialist. You never know, sir, we a dub specialist. And you're a Prince Fatty, I'm a dub specialist. Along with Mongo, I'm a dub specialist. Again, now we a dub chemist. You never know, sir, we a dub specialist. And you're a Prince Fatty, I'm a dub specialist. And with Mongo, I'm a dub specialist. And you're strong, but I'm a herbalist. Or you're the young son, I'm a chat them lyrics. And when we come out, we not enough on the cheek. Double it like this, man, with the move, yeah. Good it.
We are herbalists. We are herbalists. Badang dang. You tell them already, me I tell them again. Call it. Tell them already, me I tell them again. So we are herbalists. We are herbalists. Badang dang. You tell them.
International herb, international dominate, y'all.
The special dedication to the herbalist them. We have only for lyrics for the good slang thing. Now you come Mr. Catter with the next one again. Now we are herbalists. We are herbalists. Badang dang. Who tell them already, me I tell them again. I call it. Tell them already, me I tell them again. So we are herbalists. We are herbalists. Badang dang. Who tell them?
You know, so we are dub specialists, man, not tell us that. We are around with it. See it? As man says, so my Prince Fatty among us is so. So, dub specialists. And I'm a total listen to me, a dub specialist. There is a Prince Fatty, I'm a dub specialist. Oh yes, Congo, I'm a dub specialist. There is a dub Catter, I'm a herbalist.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present in person Santo Gold.
Santo Gold.
Santo Gold.
Santo Gold.
Santo Gold.
Santo Gold. Santo Gold.
Santo Gold.
This is the original Jolly
Someday. I'm gonna freshen up the beats that are in this, because I've been using them for like the last 3 months. But yo, it's dope, right? Yeah, I have so many more beats that I've made, but I'm just I'm so lazy about getting it done. I don't know. What are you gonna do? Anyway, you're listening to Something Clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, aka DJ Halo. Hope you have a good night. This is my reggae and world music Christmas special, because I just wanted to take a couple weeks in the lead up to Christmas to sort of be have a funny title to a show, but also to focus on a genre more than just being all over the place like I typically am, or just playing 3-4 different blocks of music at the same show. So, that being said, this first hour is dedicated to reggae and dub music. Next hour is going to be all sort of world music. You're going to hear some Latin rare groove and some African Afro funk and Afrobeat type stuff, some high life, some walla. You know the deal. So what you heard there was a little sort of intro to the top ranking CD, which is Santa Gold and Diplo, and that came out a while ago. It was an official release, I believe, on the Big Dada, maybe. I think so. Before that was Mungo's High Five versus Prince Fatty, and that's The Herbalist featuring Top Cat. It's one of my favorite albums, reggae dub albums of all time. It's done by two white dudes from the UK, but it's pretty amazing. It's really, really, really well crafted music. Before that was Frighteners, which is a band that released 2 albums actually on Daptone, but really just one album, the album that this song came from, which is Gotta Find a Way, and then they released sort of dub versions of the same album, and the Frighteners are a little bit of a sad story because the singer had, I want to say, cancer or some type of terminal disease, and basically died right before the Frighteners album came out. They didn't get to do any touring on it, and basically like deaded the group because without him, I guess they could have gone on and been the Frighteners with a new singer, but it would have been, I guess, maybe disrespectful to the previous singer or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of a sad story that they basically got cut off before they even really started, because they could have had a really, really long career, but unfortunately this guy had a terminal disease and succumbed to it. But that being said, he will live on forever on those 2 records that are on a super reputable label that sell really well. So, it's a little double-edged sword there. And I kicked it all off with Only DJ with a Degree, Sister Nancy. You know Sister Nancy from her hugely famous version of Bam Bam or Bom Bom, however you want to say it. It's been remixed a million times. Every reggae set in the world has it, but not that one. So that's why I played it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back into the music. You're going to hear something crazy, but what is it going to be? I don't know. Oh, yeah. I know what it's going to be. This is a really dope track. It's a remix of a fantastic track from Tippa Lee, and it's the remix of Mungo's Hi-Fi, Sound Killer, and it's only where? Right here. Something Clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, a.k.a. DJ Halo. Christmas edition. What?
Blessed is the sound that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Now stand it in the ways of dirty sound. Who violate the reggae music scene. Greetings in the name of the Most High, Rasta music rule it forever. All them idiot sound and take on yourself. Good music, Rasta man treasure. My sound are the king and you know it are the chiller. Gonna sound clash and you know we are the winner. I'm so sting to me sound in a A. My sound man you know it are the killer. My sound are the king and you know it are the chiller. Gonna sound clash and you know we are the winner. I'm so sting to me sound in a A. My sound man you know it are the killer. Hey. Dub plate I go whale. Dub plate chop a sound boy I go fail. In a dance hall I go be the back of fail. With them I go do know when me fling on the steel. Fire I go burn and sound boy skin pale. Can't make no bargain, you can't make no deal. My sound are the king and you know it are the chiller. Gonna sound clash and you know we are the winner. I'm so sting to me sound in a A. My sound man you know it are the chiller. My sound are the king and you know it are the chiller. Gonna sound clash and you know we are the winner. I'm so sting to me sound in a A. My sound man you know it are the killer. Well judgment they cast down pan sound man. Pan some old pan and some zinc pan. Them want come test the king champion. Say we original and them a copy carbon. Tell you this a sound yeah and number 1. Cause we a kill sound from down a jam 1. Up a Oakland Road and round a Brownsland. Say we a kill sound from down a jam 1. Tell them Tippa Lee, sound a go jump and sound a go day. Alright, sound a go day. Whole pan sound a go day. Alright yo, my sound are the king and you know it are the chiller. Gonna sound clash and you know we are the winner. I'm so sting to me sound in a A. My sound and you know it are the killer. My sound are the king and you know it are the chiller. Gonna sound clash and you know we are the winner. I'm so sting to me sound in a A. My sound and you know it are the killer. Well, dub plate I go whale. Dub plate chop a sound boy I go fail. In the dance hall I go be the back of fail. When them a go do now when we fling on we sail. Fire a go burn and sound boy skin pale. Can't make no bargain, you can't make no deal. My sound are the king and you know it are the chiller. Gonna sound clash and you know we are the winner. I'm so sting for me sound in a A. My sound and you know it are the killer. My sound are the king and you know it are the chiller. Gonna sound clash and you know we are the winner. I'm so sting for me sound in a A. My sound man you know it are the killer. Well judgment me ball down pan sound man. Pan some old pan and some pagan. Them want come test the king champion. Them don't know say we sound is original. Say we a kill sound from down a jam 1. Down a Chisaman up a state land. Round a Mackay Lane and round a Brownsland. Say we sound are the number 1. My sound are the king and you know it are the chiller. Gonna sound clash and you know we are the winner. I'm so sting for me sound in a A. My sound man you know it are the killer. My sound are the king and you know it are the chiller. Gonna sound clash and you know we are the with a arms so sting for me sound in a A. My sound, man, you know it and the killer.
Hear these words and strengthen yourself. The revolution. Stepping out of Babylon, we're stepping. Fire upon the Vatican, we're stepping out of Babylon, we're stepping. Fire upon the Vatican, we're stepping out of Babylon, we're stepping. Fire upon the Vatican, we're stepping out of Babylon, we're stepping to the holy mount of Zion.
Don't be afraid.
What we say? Man a ras, we a look back to half Emperor King Salas. Bugsy one, Congo Nights, revolutionary chat we go and send on the fast. Cause you could've trimmed low your head, could all a flat. Without no mean and so forget all of that. Straight righteousness, what I deal with worldwide. Clean up people, them I take on to that. So we praise Jah. Praise Jah. Stepping out of Babylon, we're stepping. Fire upon the Vatican, we're stepping out of Babylon, we're stepping. Fire upon the Vatican, we're stepping out of Babylon, we're stepping. Fire upon the Vatican, we're stepping out of Babylon, we're stepping. To the holy mount of Zion.
Yo, this track is so awesome. It's called Kunta Kinte Dub. It's from the Revolutionaries. It's off the Channel 1 compilation, which is out on Pressure Sounds Records. If you don't know Pressure Sounds Records out of the UK, holy moly. You need to go to Pressure Sounds on Bandcamp. You need to go to Pressure Sounds online. You need to order some vinyl from them because they got everything. Except it's never in stock. It's always sold out because it's like, you know, rare stuff. And they got like 300 copies. And they're like, yeah, 300 copies of this crazy rare record. 20 minutes later, no records left. Sorry. Try next time. You're like, damn it. But, you know, it happens. It's how it is sometimes, man. It's how it is. So before that was Jaw Division with their cover of a Desmond Decker tune called Fu Manchu. Before that was Congo Natty, who is typically a jungle, jungle MC / I guess he produces the beats. I actually I really don't know. Anyway, it's Jungle Revolution in Dub is the album, and that is Revolution in Dub, remixed by DJ Mad. And I kicked it all off with Tipoli Sound Killer, remixed by Mungo's Hi-Fi. How's it going? Having a good night? I'm getting into my final 2 tunes in the reggae dub section of my 5 weeks of Christmas. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do for the Tuesday after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's. I think I'll probably, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I got a couple weeks to figure it out. I'll probably think of something half an hour before I got to go on. But anyway, what are you doing? Let's get back into it. You're going to hear something from Chariot Riders. It's called Do It Nice and Easy, and it's off the Reggae Hustle triple LP out on Soul Jazz. You should check it out. There's a really dope cover of Rapper's Delight, but it's 3 women doing the cover, so they like change up some of the lyrics. It's pretty dope, and they do a good job. So this compilation is called Reggae Hustle, and it's all like sort of disco flavored reggae tunes, and it's kind of awesome. So let's get into it. You're listening to Something Clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board. Happens every Tuesday 8 to 10 p.m. right here on the internet, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Coming soon in 2021, maybe Instagram Live. So let's get it. Aight. What? Little oneness of juju. Figured that'd be a good one to bridge the gap between reggae and sort of African and like Latin American music, like actual Latin American music, not like Latin fusion or whatever. Anyway, let's get into it. Something clever. Boom, 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 boom.
Sadness surrounds us, doesn't it, Earth? Sadness surrounds us, doesn't it, Earth? So far advanced, they encompass the entire week. They encompass the entire week. Our weekends are so far advanced, they encompass the entire week. Jobs are being phased out. Jobs are being phased out. Jobs are being phased out by our mind.
We get jacked from the government and we spend it on beep, 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 beep.
That sounds better. How's it going? You're listening to Something Clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board. Hope you're having a good night. That was Ranil y su conjunto Muévete mi amor. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it sounded cool. Before that was Oneness of Juju, Space Jungle Funk, off his recent Oneness of Juju compilation on Strut Records. Before that was Mystic Revelations of Rastafari, and that was the track Let Freedom Reign, not ring, Let Freedom Reign. And that's off the Black Man's Pride. Hold on, let me get it right. It is it's Studio One Black Man's Pride 2. I really enjoyed that song. The sort of polyrhythm drums that were happening, or how the French say, c'est magnifique. And I kicked it all off Charlotte Riders, Do It Nice and Easy off the Reggae Hustle, which is a sort of a fusion record compilation on soul jazz of reggae, of like either, I think it's disco inspired reggae tunes, not the other way around, not reggae inspired disco tunes. I think they're reggae artists doing disco sounding tunes. Anyway, let's get back into the music. See, and the Let Freedom Reign is an interesting, sort of an interesting one. I had no idea that that orange guy in the White House was like being such a butthead. I just, at this point, I've kind of turned off. I haven't really been paying attention. I haven't had to drive anywhere in the morning, so I haven't listened to NPR, and I would say it's sad, but I have no compassion for that dude. And typically, I'm not exactly like somebody who's like a bleeding heart type, but at the same time, like, you know, in general, I don't want to say, you know, I don't want to be like F anybody, but at the same time, F that dude, I have no compassion for him. Like, when he first got elected, everybody was like, give him a chance, he'll be presidential, and I'm like, no, he won't. That man has had more chances than anybody in their goddamn life has had to make something of himself, and he's messed it up every time. So why should he have chances? Like, I don't know, maybe a lot of people haven't been exposed to the type of people that is. It's like kids who've been kicked out of 5 prep schools because they can't stop shoving cocaine up their nose. Bruh, they're not gonna stop doing that. You need to put them away. You know, like parents who just throw money at their kids. Man, it's sad, I get it. It's sad, but like, they created that scenario. You know, same with Trump, man. Like, he wants his dad's love, so he keeps messing up to like be front and center, but he's a dumbass. He's never gonna be anything other than a dumbass, so he's never gonna get his dad's love. It's not our problem. Don't take it out on the country because your dad thinks you're an idiot, because you are an idiot. Anyway, sorry. Soapbox out of nowhere. Let's get into it. You're going to hear a track off the Peru Rare Groove record. It's a compilation on New Music or World Music Network, so let's get into it. You're listening to Something Clever with your man, Jeep Ward behind the board, a.k.a. DJ Hey. What?
Quisiera saber lo que te molesta. soy el molentoso. Soy el molentoso.
Suddenly a monster pops out and says,
Yeah. How's it going? Feeling it? I hope you're feeling it, because it's great. That was a little bit of a weird mix, I won't lie. That was not a smooth transition. All of a sudden it was like, oh cool, song's ending, and then it's like, BAM! All up in your face, salsa music. Whoa. Alright. Don't hurt me, please. So that was Frito Foster with Salsa Part 2, which the first track on that side, which is the A side of the DJ Amir BBE compilation. It's DJ Amir Presents Stuff and Stuff. What is it? I can't read that. Buena Musica y Cultura. It came out on BBE. It's a 20-year anniversary version of it. Pretty cool compilation. DJ Amir. Lots of like sort of Latin and Latin fusion stuff. So check it all out. Before that was Trabajillos Espaciais Manuais, which translates into special jobs, special hand jobs, special jobs with your hands, something like that. And I don't know. This may be actually, I'm totally probably translating it wrong because I think it's Portuguese or Brazilian. But anyway, it's farofa de banana. Has something to do with the banana. And before that was Los Compadres de Ande la Lamparita. Lamparita. It's like a gordita. It's a lamparita. I'm being really rude and culturally insensitive right now. I need to stop because it's not funny. It's somebody's language, and I'm just totally mangling it and trying to like play it off so I don't seem like a total culturally insensitive fool. So I'll tell you what, speaking of culturally insensitive fools, whenever I've been on tour in Europe, I'm like, oh my God, I am the biggest dummy. Because everybody in Europe knows at least some English. I don't know any French. I don't know any German. I know I can understand some Spanish, so if somebody's talking ish, I could be like, hey. But I can't like speak to them. Like everybody knows English. All I do is know English. That's like the base level for anybody in the world almost. I don't know any other languages. It's just, and like when you're in a room where like everybody's speaking French or something and you're like, holy smokes, I am so not at home right now. Like it's insane. Like when everybody's speaking a language that you don't understand and like everybody's having a good time communicating and you're just like, it's like panic attack times 10. So like, I guess it just makes you think like, holy smokes, like these dudes from like South America, Central America who come up, get jobs here, are working in the US, barely knowing English. This is crazy to me. Like I wouldn't even know the first way to like, how would I even do that? I know that like a lot of people have like a network of people who help them get jobs or whatever, but still like, holy smokes. On some base level, you're still like performing a job, getting instructions without really knowing the language. Crazy. So next time somebody tells you about like, oh, immigrants this or closed borders, that is not easy. It is not easy to come to a country where you barely know the language or don't know the language at all and are expected to try and make a living, being putting into society or whatever. It's crazy. So respect due to people who have immigrated to the U.S. to make a better life for themselves. So shout outs. Hey, I knew it was going to be a positive message in there somewhere. So as I said, this is my reggae dub, like Afrobeat and Latin Christmas week. So there are no Afrobeat or Latin Christmas songs that I know of. I could have done a little bit of research, but guess what? I'm like totally underwater. This is like the 2 busiest weeks of my entire life in my job every single year. So guess what? That research ain't happening. But What I do have is a lot of really dope, great music. So let's get into a brand new, well, it's not a new album, but it is newly pressed to vinyl. It's never been on vinyl before. It was one of the first releases that Analog Africa ever put out. They only released it on CD up until now, and I got a pre-release copy. You know why? Because I got it like that, son. So we're just going to get into the first track off the Hallelujah Chicken Run Band. Yeah, that's a long name and a silly name for a band. I'm sure it's a crazy translation type of thing, but anyway, let's get into it. You're listening to Something Clever with your man, Jeep Ward behind the board, a.k.a. DJ Halo.
Deixa repita, venha Luanda, estita, deixa que tanto, deixa repita. Face night, do norte ao sul, a velas brancas no mar azul. Anda Maria, venha Bahia, ver a regata, venha Bahia, comigo Maria, o mar é prata. Deixa que tanta, deixa repita. Venha Luan vestida, deixita. Deixa que tanta, deixa repita. De norte a sul, há velas brancas no mar azul. Anda Maria, venha Bahia, ver a regata, venha Bahia, comigo Maria, o mar é prata. Já que tanta, deixa repita, venha Luanda, vestida, deixa. Já que tanta, deixa repita. Vem snipe, norte a sul, há velas brancas no mar azul. É de Kansas Prenda. Deixa repita, venha Luan vestida, deixita, deixa que tanta, deixa repita. Vem snipe, norte a sul, há velas brancas no mar azul. Anda Maria, venha Bahia, ver a regata, venha Bahia, comigo Maria, o mar é prata.
Moscow, be na Ibo, that in our feeling, not Davion, not to Jamaican, not to Baton, not to Bedouin, oh no, Jimile, not a hotel on me, a double jayo, una no sweat, oh, pede, un bionu medito. datu anu mi no joni mi mboro hodenu mi asoni nu tola akoni wa nu gani wa nu sikaloni wa o pede imbionu medito pede mablo nu doila inde jon mablo nu na inde jon mablo nu doila.
I'm always like a little surprised when I'm a little bit ahead, like I've noted the song. So when you see me go over to the computer, even when I'm playing only vinyl, you're like, what is he doing over there? I'm writing down all the songs. I keep a catalog of everything that I'm playing on the show, even though I don't post it on the YouTube videos because they like totally clap you. They're like, oh, you're playing music you don't have the copyright to. And I'm like, take my top hat out, and I'm like, rats. Anyway. Something clever with your man, Jeep Ward behind the board. We'll get into a whole break, but I just wanted to chat over this for a minute because I was like, oh man, a little bit left in the song and I'm ahead of the game for right now. Also, my cat has been staring at me like this whole show, just sitting on this thing right in front of the computer that does the broadcasting, and just been staring at me like, what are you doing? Why are you not giving me snacks? This is bunk. I don't even know why I'm sitting here, but I'm staring at you. You'll do what I say. Yeah. Turn up my mic, son. Yo, how's it going? You're listening to Something Clever with your man, Jeep Ward behind the board. Happens every Tuesday from 8 to 10 right here on the internet, Facebook, Twitch, and of course the YouTubes. Appreciate you for checking it out, seeing what's up. So what you heard there was some dope music from... This guy's name is hilarious, and again, this is me being totally culturally insensitive. His name is Jerk Sakpada. I'm gonna just put it out there, putting it out there. Not gonna make any comments. You can do what you want with it, but his name is Jerk Sakpada. All right, and the track is called Pourquoi Pas. I believe that there's some Portuguese happening in there. This is a compilation from Africa for sure. But anyway, it must be a Portuguese colony. I have no idea. I honestly don't know what's going on, like how much influence aside from Brazil, Portugal had on the empirical world. So your guess is as good as mine. But I know in Africa there's a lot of things that look like Spanish but are probably Portuguese because they're very, very similar looking, sounding, but totally different. If, you know, just to confuse and annoy people like me who are culturally insensitive. Anyway, before that was Snipes with Descansa de Prena. And I kicked it all off with Hallelujah Chicken Run Band and their track called Modisma Nidiringe, I think. Nidirengi? I have no idea. I would have to hear it pronounced. There's no way that I can, based on the order of vowels and consonants in that word, there's no way I can pronounce it properly without hearing it. So I'm not going to bother. But I know it's a very African sounding name, so, or a word rather. Anyway. Yeah, Christmas. So last night I saw a movie called The Christmas Candle, which was like Hallmark level bad, like just unbelievably SS&G and bad at the same time. So if you're thinking about watching the movie The Christmas Candle, think again. Watch Aliens or, you know, I don't know, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. You'll probably get more out of it. Anyway, let's get back into the music. You're going to hear Joni Hastrup. Track's called Free My People, and it's off the Nigeria Soul Fever compilation that came out on Soul Jazz a little while ago. Let's get into it. You're listening to Something Clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board. We're in the last 9 minutes, so let's go.
Here is a little prayer coming to you through this beautiful piece of music, calling the Almighty Edumare Baba and all the gods and goddesses of Africa to help free my people and all the beautiful people who are fighting for liberation, wherever and whenever they may need his help all over the world. So you don't turn off your radio.
Free my people in the ante todos para abrirle mi corazón. Esto sí que tiene bomba, esto tiene sentimiento y que me muera ahora mismo si es verdad que no lo siento. Dilo. Contigo me voy para allá, contigo me voy, sí, sí, contigo me voy para allá, contigo me voy, sí, sí, contigo me voy para allá, contigo me voy, sí, sí, contigo me voy para allá, contigo me voy, sí, sí, contigo me voy para allá.
Yeah. Another show in the books. Started way back in August, and now it's December. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought, really? What you heard there was Nelson y Su Estrellas with Fantasia Latina Hold up. Nacio. I'm the worst. I can pronounce stuff ever I've heard it, but like trying to pronounce other languages, no way, dog. I don't know how to do the accent unless I've heard it, then I can mimic it somewhat, but not anyway. I'm not a language dude. I mean, I know how to speak. I can write. I can say sentences that make sense. But sometimes, with other languages, I get a little confused. What are you going to do? Before that was Los Gatos Lecheros featuring Carlos Diaz, and that's Contigo Me Voy. Before that was Joni Hastrup with Free My People. So the Los Gatos was off the Cuban Rare Groove compilation on World Music Network, and the Joni Hastrup was off the soul jazz compilation called Nigeria Soul Fever. And this song that you just heard was off the Latin Rare Groove compilation by World Music Network. Lots of compilations. Yeah, I get it. I should be digging around for the originals. Well, maybe I just don't have time for that. Maybe I just want some cool music in my life. Maybe I don't want to spend my days endlessly digging through dirty bins of records. I don't know. I mean, I dig it. I like when I was on tour in big cities like a Chicago or where there's like a big record store, I would, drop a budget for myself before I left for tour and put away some money from the gigs so that when I went to San Francisco or whatever, I could just go buck for 3 hours at Amoeba, tell my tour mates, I'll catch you at soundcheck. See you later. You don't want to hang out with me while I'm just pawing through every record in creation. So I get it. I mean, I've done that. But at this point, I'm trying to track down the originals of these when it's I'm just really exposing myself to these genres. So I think that's the point of these compilations is to be the gateway drug into looking into it more, finding out originals, buying your own stuff, whatever. So I get it. But I don't know. As a DJ, these things are very, very handy to be able to mix up the vibe if you feel like it. You bring 4 or 5 records. You can mix up the vibe, have a Latin set for almost 90 minutes versus having to bring a whole crate of records to be able to produce all those same songs. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, enough DJ talk. Thanks for listening. I'm out of here. Until next week, live life, don't be a jerk. Talk to you soon. My name is Jeep Ward behind the board. You want to find out more about me as DJ Halo, look up halodoesn'tsuck.com. And until next week, peace.